Hey, what's up guys? How's it going? So, I thought I'd do a quick video update. I haven't done one for a while. Here's my coffee. How's it going? I hope you're doing well. I've surrounded myself with all our gaming stuff for this little video thing. And then I'll probably have to move it back and then move it back again for later. Whatever. So I'm particularly hairy today. I need to shave and I need a haircut and all the rest of it. Not that you care, but I guess it's a disclaimer for, yes, I know, I look like a hobo. I will fix that soon, hopefully. So, yeah, I'm going to do a quick update. What do we have going on? We have lots going on. So we have finished up Dimension Remastered for 3DS, which is awesome. It's at Nintendo Lot Check now, so they're looking at it. And it's in test, and then it will move on. So phase 1, stage 1 or whatever, it's in that now. So hopefully that will be approved this week, to touch wood. And then I'll go to the next stage after that. So maybe we'll get final approval next week if we're lucky. Maybe the week after that, I don't know. So fingers crossed that it goes through and it will be out hopefully in November with any luck. Mutant Mudds Super Challenge, we are working on that, wrapping that up now. We're pretty close actually to having that done. We're hoping to submit that with any luck this month in November as well to Nintendo. Yeah, so if we're lucky, it'll be released this year. If we're not so lucky, it may slip into January, but we're really close to having it done. Yeah, we're just, finishing up stuff. So it's hard, man. It's hard. I was playing through the other day just as a full run to go from beginning to end, and yeah, it's pretty tough. It's pretty tough. So hopefully you guys enjoy that. Yeah, I'd forgotten how some of the levels are quite challenging. Good stuff. Hope you guys are ready. Get your thumbs ready for some super challenging action. What else? Treasure Noughts. We're working on Treasure Noughts, which is great. I laugh because that has been going on for a long time now. But we're working with my good friends at Nighthawk to finish the game up. So that's great. They're a publisher, basically. So they're helping support our efforts in getting that finished up. So that's really awesome. And that's coming together great. It's the scope is got a bit bigger than originally it was, which is not a bad thing at all. I think it's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be a fun game. So that's coming together really good. What else do we have going on? I feel like I'm forgetting something else major. I'm looking around me for any kind of clue. We have begun Dimension 2 Remastered, so we started working on that. So that's cool. We hope to have that, with any luck, coming out in the first quarter of next year. So we'll submit it hopefully at end of January if it goes well, and then it'll be out, February or March hopefully next year. We'll see. So that'd be cool. Oh, the global age rating stuff has finally, happened. So globalratings.com or .net.com, I think. I don't know. Yeah, so I've already applied for the Dementium and Mutant Mudds Super Challenge through the IARC thingy, and got those. It was awesome. It was just as easy as the ESRB. I mean, actually now the ESRB is part of that as well. So it's slightly different questionnaire, but it's just as easy and simple, if not easier actually, than the old ESRB system. So for digital games, it was great. I'll answer a bunch of questions. It spits out all of these ratings from ESRB to PEGI to COB and everything in between. So that was awesome. So I got those done. So yeah, we should hopefully be able to submit Dimension Remastered to Nintendo of Europe now, because actually I just got the game code as well. So hopefully we'll have everything we need to get that submitted soon. So that'd be cool. Yay. And then we'll be ready to do Mutant Mudds Super Challenge when that's finished as well, to hopefully submit that simultaneously to Europe and North America, which will be probably a first for us on the 3DS. So that's a huge relief. Oh my gosh. So, we are focused on Dimension 2 right now, and we want to get that done and get it out. But we will, when we have time, try and go back to hopefully some of our older stuff, like Moon. Moon Chronicles would be great to get that out in Europe. You know, it'd be awesome to do things like ATV and Bomb Monkey, if there's any interest out there for those games to come over there. So I guess we'll have to kind of see if there is any interest. But if there is, then maybe we can get those out there too, in Europa and Australia and New Zealand. Finishing up Totes the Goat, which is, I guess, not Renegade Kid related, but it is me related. So that's coming along good. And there's a little, look, there's a little 3D print of Totes right there. How cool is that? Let me grab him. Look at this. How neat is that? That little guy. Little Totes. There he is. Yeah, awesome. So anyway, so that's wrapping up. We're hoping to finish that up in the next week or so as well, to get that on iOS, and then we'll move on to Android after that. So that's fun. Yeah. Oh, check this out. This is my. I got my new 3DS, and I've got the faceplate for it. It's felt. This feels fuzzy and lovely. So awesome. So yeah. Oh my gosh. If you guys don't have the new 3DS, like the regular size one like this, I love those buttons. I love it. I highly recommend it. I have the XL as well, somewhere around here. There he is. Let me grab it. There we go. I actually got the fancy this case for it, which is actually pretty awesome. It's on Amazon. Actually, a pretty awesome case, actually. Yeah, and the regular, the XL, the new 3DS XL is pretty cool, but I wasn't a huge fan of the way you take the back off. I think the problem with the back on the XL is that it also covers the game port and all this stuff down here. So when you lift it off, sometimes it kind of gets snagged down there, and that's what made it really hard for me. Is when I pulled off the back, it kind of got snagged down here and actually kind of broke a tiny part of this. So it's kind of hard to get cartridges in and out, which is a real ridiculous thing. Whereas with this, the back plate doesn't cover this. It's just at the back there, so it's much easier to get on and off. And I love the material. I love the matte finish. You know, the glossy finish of the XL, I'm not a fan of. I love the matte finish on this. I love the colored buttons on this. And obviously the face plates are awesome. And I like the size. You know, I really like it. It's portable. I still don't like the power button on the front there. I think that's really awkward. That's really odd. Why it's not just right there, I don't know, but whatever. I'm sure there's a good reason for it, but I don't like it. I'm not a fan of it at all. I find it's hard to turn it on and off. I mean, not hard, but it's just not as easy as it was on the regular XL, which I have around here somewhere, which I really like that machine. I don't know where that is. It's gone somewhere, but that had the power button on the front, which is neat. Anywho, in game-related news, but not to us, but oh well, got the old Shovel Knight action on retail. Really glad that they did that. So that's really neat, really neat. We'd love to obviously release our games on carts, and we are actually, I guess I should talk about that. We are chatting with a couple of people, a couple of publishers about that. So yeah, so there's potential for some of the things we've talked about. Is doing more kind of bundle type stuff, you know, because I don't think we could get away with just putting MUDs or just Dementium, you know, in a cartridge, just because, you know, on the eShop they sell for 10 or 15 bucks or whatever, you know, so then if you're asking $20 or $30 for it in a box, people would be like, so it's kind of hard to justify that, and yeah, because the cost of cartridges, the cost of goods and that kind of stuff is just really high, and whatever, so you can't sell it for even 20. If you do, you know, you don't get much profit, so it's hard for the publisher to then invest it and blah, whatever. So, you know, we're not really doing it to try and make money out of it. We don't want to lose any money, but we're not trying to make it, you know, that's not our business, you know, it's not our business model. Our business is on the eShop or digital. So this, it's really just like, you know, I just want my game in a box, and I'm sure other people do too. So it's, you know, but obviously the publisher wants to at least break even or maybe make a profit for them to actually, you know, bother wasting the time in doing it. So anyway, so we've talked about potentially doing a Mutant Mudds bundle, you know, perhaps it would be Mutant Mudds and Mutant Mudds Super Challenge, and maybe throw something else in there with it, you know, maybe something like that. Little guy like That would be a really cool, triple pack on one cartridge, which would be pretty exciting. And then obviously potentially doing, Dementium 1 and 2, whip, remastered once they're finished. Maybe putting both of those in a cartridge. The challenge with that though is that the cartridge size would be pretty huge because the game's obviously much larger. The 3D games, all the textures and stuff. So that would make it a little trickier potentially to do that. So anyway, so we're talking about it, which is cool, really exciting. But they all rely on actually finishing up Super Challenge and Dementium 2 remastered. So it'll be a little ways off. But once we have those finished up, we can look at final numbers with the publishers and stuff and see if it's something we can do. So yeah. So I'm going to attempt to do these video things more often if I can, maybe. If you guys want it, it'd be cool. Let me know if you do. Because I used to really enjoy doing them when I did them. I just haven't had time to do them recently. And as I have them right here, oh yeah, delicious Monster Munch, flaming hot, so good. With a sweet touch. It has a sweet touch taste to it as well. Pickled onion for those people complaining about me not including that on my poll the other day, and roast beef. Monster Munch. If you haven't had those, I recommend them. They're not. I don't think they're as. I mean, obviously, I'm bigger than I was when I was a kid, so I'm wondering if the chips are smaller than they used to be, or obviously I'm just bigger than I was when I was a kid. Oh, okay. Look, it says bigger like they used to be. It's not new. It's old. See what I did there? Good stuff. So, I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm talking nonsense. So, cool. Well, good to see you. Let me know if you want to see more of this stuff. I'm going to try and do some stuff, and if there's specific information you guys would like me to chat about, let me know as well. I know this has been kind of a random waffle about everything and nothing, which is pretty par for the course of my videos. But if you want a more focused video on certain subjects, I can do that, for like a really quick snippet of like a few minutes talking about something. And I'll try and do some in development stuff as well, like covering what we're up to with Treasure Noughts as that gets rolling. Would be really cool. So yeah, well, cool guys, good to see you. Thanks for coming by. Thanks for dropping by, and I will see you again soon. All right, take care. Bye.